This is certainly a great honor and a great privilege this afternoon. We have some very special guests with us. We have people from the Minister, of course, Minister of Education is with us. A member from MHA for Gander, Mr. Brown is here with us. Director and CEO for Nova Central School District is here with us. We have some staff members, we have representatives from Canadian Red Cross. And of course, we have our Beyond the Hurt group. We also have our student council. And we're here this afternoon to pass on an award to a very, very special young lady. It's very deserving. And we're honored to do that this afternoon and have these people with us. So, without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the member from Burin, the Central West, the Minister of Education, the Honourable Claude Jack.
Thank you very much, Mr. Drover. We were just chatting, and we were chatting about both of us taught in Cartwright, Labrador at one point in our careers. And I will tell you, the podium where I am now, I'm as comfortable here, probably a bit more comfortable than I am in the House of Assembly and in government, because for 26 years I was in education and in a role as principal. And I say this not because I'm in a school, but I've said this many, many times. One of my most rewarding experiences in my career. And I worked at school board office, and I taught in the classroom, and now in government. One of my most rewarding jobs was being principal of the school, because you're right in there, feet first, and you don't have time to check with people, to check this out and do that. You got to deal with things, and so it indeed was one of my most rewarding experiences. I want to certainly acknowledge my colleague from the House of Assembly and from Cabinet. Kevin and I sat next to each other in the House of Assembly. We've sat there for about probably 3 years, I suppose, next to each other. And I am more than pleased to sit with him, and I am more than pleased to work with him as a member of government. And I will tell you that he's a voice for your area, a tormenting voice for your area, I'll tell you that. Him and I are dealing with several issues now as it relates to education in this area. We went down this morning and took a tour and visited the proposed site for a new grade 4 to 6 school that's going to be built in the area. And we're working on, details aren't worked out yet, but there's going to be changes to the K to 3 structure. And your principal tells me that you've got an increase in students here next year. So you never know what's down the road for this facility. It's good to see, certainly it is good to see. Mr. McCormick from Nova Central School District, and Ms. Bursford from the Red Cross. So students and guests, it is indeed a pleasure for me to be here. I'm here today to announce the Safe and Caring Graduating Student Awards. It was something that was implemented in 2006. And it was implemented, I suppose, to as part of our Safe and Caring School initiatives, but I suppose more importantly, it's about raising awareness. And I'm going to say this for one word, respect. If you haven't seen me in the media, or if you haven't heard me, one thing that I've been talking about for the longest time, it's respect. And we're talking about bullying because, and the reason we're moving into these awards, because I as an adult, or these people here as adults, can talk about our experiences that when we were younger. But if we're going to make a difference to the future and how we interact and speak and share and do everything with each other, it's you, the students, that we've got to get to. It's you who other students listen to. If I want somebody in grade 6 to listen to me, I can talk to them, they will. But if they've got one of their peers talking, they listen more. Now, the Beyond Hurt campaign, the Red Cross has got the campaign, and you people have certainly tapped into this. And I got to tell you, the piece around the social conscience around here seems to be up about here. You've got a student who's today receiving an award. You've got got a group who won one of these hand-painted individual, there's no other guitar in the world like this one, who won that. And then I hear on the radio this morning that Gander Academy has been the highest fundraiser for Shave for the Brave. So that says that somebody is doing the right things in this particular area. And to the Red Cross, where is she?
Right here.
Right here. I went to an event a little while ago, and I don't know if any of you know who Travis Price is. Does anybody know who Travis Price is? Well, as soon as I tell you the story, you're going to know who he is. Travis Price is the young fella from Nova Scotia who introduced the Pink Shirt Campaign. Do you know the Pink Shirt Campaign? Everyone knows it. Here's what happened. A new kid moved into their school, and he came to school one day wearing a pink shirt, and he was picked on. So Travis and another friend went out and bought 75 T-shirts. And the next day at school, they walked in with their pink shirts on. And recently, the Red Cross brought Travis to St. John's. He announced that last year, they gave out 6.5 million pink shirts, all with an anti-bullying message, as far away as Australia. So never underestimate what one student in one school, in one community can do. And by the way, Travis Price will be 24 next year, I believe, and he's announced that he's running in politics. Travis Price has a cause that he wants to fight for. Travis Price is one young person from Nova Scotia. And he tells this story of someone who did something who probably didn't even know that they did it. Someone was picking on him one day. Apparently Travis had been bullied a little bit himself. And there was a crowd bullying him. And this girl walked across, and she walked up to the crowd and she said, "Stop it." And they stopped. I don't think Travis ever told her, but he said that one individual doing that made a difference in his life, and he remembered her. So one person doing one thing makes a difference in the lives of students, and it's why we're here today. We have groups in schools now talking about things that would have never been talked about 10 years ago, certainly not 20 years ago, setting up gay-straight alliances in schools, supports for students of different sexual orientations. You talk to the older people that are here in the group and ask them if that would have been talked about in their schools 10 or 15 years ago. It would not have been. And it's about respecting people who are different. Respect for your fellow student, respect for your fellow human beings. So I'm here today to announce a few of those leaders who are recipients of this year's Safe and Caring Schools Graduating Students Award. And they are Jessica O'Brien, who is from Labrador Straits Academy, Nicholas Castle in Cloud River Academy, and that's on the Northern Peninsula, Ebenezer Gonice from Burgeo Academy, Samantha Miller of Holy Trinity Regional High, that's in CBS. Yep. Yeah. Nicholas Ryan from Stella Maris, that's at Cape Shore. Jennifer Brenton from Queen Elizabeth High. Jessica Siegfried of St. Lawrence Academy. Alicia Leonard of Gonzaga Regional High. Rebecca O'Leary of Holy Heart of Mary, that's on the Burin Peninsula. And from the Francophone Board, we've got Brittany Stumpf of, there we go, my French is not that good, École Barrière. And here in Nova Central, we have Allison Roberts, John Watkins Academy, that's in Hermitage. Amanda Saunders of Glovertown. And before I say one other name, I want to commend these students.